Hey Trucker fam, it's Charlie, and currently I'm in Texas, and I want to talk today about some manners, because this has really been getting on my nerves lately. And I'm from the South. If you can't tell from my accent, I am a yes ma'am, no sir type of girl. I was raised by a military family. My mom literally treated me like a military brat as a child. If I got in trouble, I did push-ups. If I got in trouble, I ran laps. Yeah. So I was raised with manners. I was raised to be polite. And I'm very good at holding my tongue. But sometimes you gotta have backbone. So to start off, I'm going to talk about at shippers and consignees, do not be that guy or that girl that blocks everybody off from backing into their spot or getting out of their spot. Don't be that person, please. Don't be that person that sees a truck backing into a spot slowly, especially if we have to do a blindside. We're going to be backing slow. We try not to hit anything. Do not be that guy that cuts in behind us. That is so rude. Or that you see us pulling forward and make us slam on the brakes because you're just like, oh, I don't care. No, just give them that couple minutes, get straightened out, and back into the spot. Like, just be polite, please. Don't cause an accident. CB radios is another thing about politeness. It's super, super great that guys out there on the road, or girls, will be like, hey, there's traffic jam in front of you over that hill. Be careful. Or whatever else, like something in front of us that we can't see. That I'm grateful for that. Those drivers that have to make the reverse comments all the time, please don't do that. And the ones that really irritate me are the ones that sit there and, like, I don't know if they hair tie or whatever, tie a string around their CB button and sit there and hold it to the radio. I don't care what you're listening to. Please don't do that. Please, there could be something more important that I need listening to than your radio or your comedy show, whatever. I don't want to hear it. That's just rude. Fuel pumps. The fuel pumps and everything, if it's late at night and you have nowhere to pull over and take a 30-minute break, I've noticed drivers taking breaks at the fuel pumps and pulling forward and taking their 30-minute break. Now, if you do that, please let the driver that pulls in behind you know that you're taking a 30-minute break because you had nowhere to park. Please, that's a polite thing, because it does take a hot minute for us to fill up. Because we got our fuel tanks that are pretty big, and then we got our DEF, and we clean our mirrors and our windows and everything. Please don't be that guy that fuels up, goes inside, takes 20 minutes to get some food when you could have pulled up and gotten out of the way and let me fuel up while you got your food. Please don't be that guy. Don't be rude. Don't be that guy, please. Also, I want to talk a little bit about just like when you run into other drivers, comments and things. And if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on somebody else. We're all just trying to do our jobs. We don't need the extra negativity in our lives. Like, we got enough to deal with. For instance, as a woman, don't be putting other female drivers down, because I get that a lot. Because I had a woman driver a couple days ago make a comment about my weight. And I could have said something back, but I have never been the person to make someone feel bad about their body and their weight and stuff. Except Nicole, me and her, like, when we get in fights, I'm a little brutal, I'll admit that. But I have to be really mad. But a woman looked at me and said, you need to get some fat on you. My whole leg's bigger than your body. That was unnecessary. I did not. You don't think I don't try to gain weight? Like, you think I want to be this big and look like a child and get asked if I'm even over 20 yet? No, I don't. I'm almost 23 in March. So it's really irritating. And I could have been mean and said something back about her weight, but just let it brush off. But my temper is getting short. Main thing I wanted to talk about today is being polite on the road. If you're driving and you're going to come across trucks that are faster, slower, or that one truck that you find on the road that's like 1 or 2 miles difference of you, they're really irritating. Don't block off traffic. Don't make everybody else's lives harder, or like back up the line of people behind you. If there's traffic and you can only do this, if you're on the left side, back off. If you are having problems getting around the person on your right side, back off, wait for traffic to clear. If you think you can pass them within a safe amount of time without blocking traffic off, then pass. If you are the truck on the right side and you know that truck's like 1 or 2 miles faster than you, back off and give them that space to get over. Don't block everybody else off because you're just making everybody else mad. So that's just politeness. Also, when you're passing people, you'll notice that drivers will look at you and, nod. I've noticed that a lot. Now, occasionally they have a problem with staring at me because they're just like, oh my god, is that a speed mirage? No, I'm a human. I actually drive. I know I'm like this big. But please look at the road because I have a family. I have dogs I want to go home to. So please stop staring at me. It's freaking me out. I'm going to back off, give you that space. You can pass me. Just leave me alone. I had a guy almost hit me the other day because of it. Because he was staring at me and not the road. And we're coming down a hill. Or we're coming down a mountainside on a curve. And he almost hit me. And I probably couldn't have stood in between me and his truck, so I backed off as soon as I realized what he was doing. I've had another guy sit there and stare at me driving with his elbow, just looking at me like, oh my god, is she really a truck driver? Yes, I'm a truck driver. Please don't stare at me and drive like that. Look at the road, please. People try to scare me to death. I got family. I got dogs I need to go home to. My dogs are my babies. I don't have kids, but that's what I got. And I still want to go home to them. So yeah, that's manners. Please do not be that person in any of those situations. Just try to make everybody else's life easier and make truck driving a little bit happier place to be. Don't be the rude one. Don't be the pain in the butt that blocks everyone. Don't be the one trying to kill everybody because you got a steering problem. Take a picture, it lasts longer. Actually, don't be taking pictures while you're driving. Don't be touching your phone while you're driving. Don't be texting and driving. If it's that important, pull over. But yes, I just want to talk a little bit about manners because I'm a southerner and some of y'all need to learn some manners. Until next time, truck drivers, be safe out there. See ya.